Hello folks, welcome back. Today we're exploring Rajapushpa Builders as part of our top 10 builder series of Hyderabad. As per usual, we'll focus on three key things. First, background of the company. Second, the list of pipeline of projects, pros and cons. And third, summarize with my own key takeaways. So if you're in the market for buying an apartment in general in Hyderabad, this is definitely one of those builders that you should take into consideration. Now, quick background. Deep expertise and experience. They started in 2006. The second generation is also getting involved. A lot of experience. They've diversified into both commercial and residential projects. Over 15 projects, and currently 9 are in pipeline. They're actively going on. Two things that actually come to mind when we look at the background: they have good political connections by the virtue of just being in the industry for a long time, and second, deep pockets too. I think that's something that we cannot negotiate. They've participated in the Neopolis bids as well, so that speaks to their financial capability. So with that, you can assure that you're relatively getting into a safe investment, more or less, right? And now coming into project pipeline, as you can see, they're both residential and commercial. Within residential, which is what we usually touch upon, there are about 9 projects, some ready to move, some newly launched. So they also within these projects staggered it, which is the usual style of most of these builders. So you're ready to move, there'll be couple, Provincia, and then there's another project here which is Imperial, which is also getting ready to move soon. Right? Now, what comes to my mind when I sort of look at Rajapushpa and the kind of listings? Very clear transparency in terms of price points. This is what we observe with Prestige Group as well, Aparna and My Home. Right? These builders usually have very clear price points that are clearly mentioned in the website. The second thing is vast projects, 25 acres, 12 acres, 12 acres again. Right? So that's another thing that's quite unique about these builders who've been around for a really long time. They're able to, amass a lot of land parcel and then go about with their constructions. So with that, you have a good sense of the pipeline of the kind of projects. They also sort of are priced from all the way 1.3, 1.2 crores to almost 7.5 crores. So that's the breadth of budgets that they also sort of spread themselves. With that, let's just go into a quick map view so that you understand where these projects are coming up. Right. So predominantly 2 clusters. One is the Tellapur Osman Nagar cluster, and then second is the Kokapet. I've also marked this, but I won't touch upon this because this has been in the market. I know there are a few resales going on, which is Rajapushpa Eterna. Let's first go into Kokapet and then this belt, and then look at projects in Tellapur and Osman Nagar. So this is where most of the pricier projects are, as one would expect. Within Neopolis, they have Casa Luxura, which is going for about 7.5 crores. And then this is an yet to launch project of Rajapushpa. This is the land parcel that they've bid on. It has a tentative name which starts with Sky, but also a high density project, somewhere around the 3,000 square feet unit size. Next up is along this road which connects Golden Mile layout to Neopolis, which is Pristinia, which is undergoing construction. So if you don't want to really live on these main busy roads or the ORR roads, this is a project worthy of consideration. This is more or less a residential belt, all of this, right? And then you have a couple of projects along the ORR. This is a new launch in Fina, 3,000 square feet ish as well, starting at around 2.7, 2.8 crores. And then this is the ready to move in, which most of you would have seen, as you sort of enter Hyderabad. This is the first project that comes into visibility. So this is Provincia. You also have some attractive schemes going on in terms of payment plans. A lot of builders do. And for those who are not aware, this is predominantly the first strategy that they play if they have a few inventory left or they want to close down sales quickly. So in terms of the projects, again they cater to different persona. Neopolis, they have one close to ORR. If you just quickly want to access the ORR, these are the projects that you should consider. And then a little more peaceful interiors, and they have one more. All of them should be around the minimum 2 crore bracket, right? And then this is an outlier at around 7.5 as we discuss. The next cluster is this, which is Rajapushpa Lifestyle City. If you have been to this area, this is the road, this is the circle. There's a huge board that says Rajapushpa Lifestyle City. They have a couple of villa projects, Greendale, Serendale, and then Imperia, which is getting ready to move, which is this. Again, Aurelia is actually somewhere here. It's inaccurately marked. This is under construction. Here the price ranges would be in the 7,000s. So this is a relatively affordable area, a good long-term bet as well from both livability standpoint, given that it's about 10 to 15 minutes away from Kokapet and financial district. So definitely a good option to consider. And they also have other plans within this community. They own a lot of land parcel here. So I know this will truly expand into a gated community cities also. They have a cluster of projects that will come up here. So that's the pipeline of projects, where they're situated, who they cater to, price points. Again, one thing that makes my job easy is when they transparently report some of these price points on their website, which these category builders do. Alright, closing thoughts. Rajapushpa is definitely part of the tier 1 builder category, right up there with Aparna, My Home, Prestige, and Rajapushpa. I would actually cluster them under one bucket. Deep experience, affordable segment to ultra luxurious segment, the full spectrum is available. Basis your own preference of location, there are multiple set of options. The only thing that I would watch out for with this builder is, they are spread too thin. They have 9 projects going on in pipeline. I know they have deep pockets, but maybe just consider, maybe relatively advanced projects that are in advanced stage of construction, potentially ready to move in once, so that you de-risk yourself. Yeah, so that's pretty much in terms of what comes to mind when we look at Rajapushpa Builders. If you have any questions, comments, anything that I've missed, feel free to drop it in. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.